ThaBoxingvoice.com, that's the Gibbs in association with FightHype.com. Here with heavyweight Michael Polite, Coffie. Forgot we don't say Polite no more. But Dillion Whyte's been rumored to face Trevor Bryant or someone else in an American Reed debut, because he did fight on the Crawford undercard versus Markham Tam. That being said, would you want to be called on for that Dillion Whyte fight? Do you think you're ready for a Dillion Whyte fight?
I think I can beat Dillion Whyte.
Beat him?
Yeah,
you didn't even say you ready. You said you think you could beat him.
Yeah, I think I could beat Dillion Whyte. You know, for how much he talks trash about Wilder for being wild and oh, he's not technical. Dillion Whyte is not that technical himself. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I'm not saying he can't fight, because son can fight. You know what I'm saying? He can fight, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He's proven that on multiple occasions. But let's not get it twisted. He's not some technical beast himself. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he talk a lot. You know what I mean? But if he go against Trevor Bryant, that'd be a nice fight. I've sparred against Trevor Bryant. He would have to deal with a stiff jab. I know that.
He's got a good jab?
Trevor Bryant, yeah, he might not have the fastest jab or anything like that, but he has a hard jab, you know what I'm saying? And he uses it, you know what I mean? So that's something that Dillion Whyte will have to deal with.
Do you think that fight is possible, you being PBC? Because he's not with anyone. Like, he works with Eddie, but he's not Matchroom and he's not Sky, and Eddie is not even with Sky anymore. How realistic you think a Dillion Whyte fight is?
I mean, if that's the case, then that means he can make his own decisions. So realistically, if he wanted to fight me, he could. Because if he said he wanted to fight me, I'm gonna say yes.
Obviously, you mean he's the A side. You can't send an offer to him. He's got a request to fight you.
Exactly. I can admit that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be a Cassius Chaney. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can admit that. You know what I mean? He's the A side. If me and him were to fight.
And how do you see that fight playing out?
I get him.
I know you said you'll beat him, but like, are we to just assume every heavyweight fight ends in knockout?
I know, and I think that's the problem with boxing, is like everybody's going into fights expecting to see a knockout. Whatever happened to beating a motherfucker up? Like,
because
I think that's just as popping to watch somebody get beat up. You know what I'm saying? And it's blood. You know what I'm saying? That's just as popping to me. Like, personally, I would, if I'm paying for a ticket or paying for a pay-per-view or whatever like that, I'm dedicating my time to watching the fight. I would rather see someone get beat up to a knockout than just to see the bell ring and someone get knocked out. Now, see the bell ringing and somebody getting knocked out quick is exciting or whatever like that, but I'd rather see motherfuckers going at it. I'd rather see them like banging and then eventually it lead into a knockout. And I also wouldn't mind seeing someone get put through a clinic either. You know what I'm saying? Like basically like Mayweather versus Canelo. To me, that fight was popping. I liked that fight because every single round you just saw a clinic. You saw Mayweather's eyes wide open, looking, seeing everything that Canelo was going to do. Him turning, counter-punching, taking the lead, fighting off the back foot. All of that stuff to me is exciting. I like that type of stuff. And maybe it's because my introduction into boxing was more about the older guys. And I'm talking about like 40s, 50s and stuff like that, where these dudes were sitting there like, they were like breaking you down step by step and then knocking you out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and that was a time where the fans really appreciated that. It wasn't all about just the bell ringing and knocking somebody out.
Remember, nobody cared for Vlad, and he was doing that. His knockouts came after the 8th to 10th round.
Exactly why I said the 40s and 50s. Oh. I'm not talking about I'm not even talking about, like, Vlad that's late 90s and early 2000s. I'm talking about
I didn't hear the
40s and 50s. 40s and 50s, 60s and 70s. Did the bell ring and it was just a knockout against Sugar Ray and Hearns? No, they was going at, especially the second fight. They were going at it. They dropped each other, got up, just kept fighting on. It went to the final bell, and at that final bell, the fans were roaring because what they watched was a gladiator match, you know, between two guys who were like evenly matched, and it made for a good fight. It wasn't just like, you know, some quick one and done.
All right.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.